Hi guys, welcome back to another video on my channel. Today we're going to do something that I haven't done that much on my channel yet, so please excuse me if this format isn't really done well by me for now, but it's going to be a tutorial. So we're going to discuss how to get your camera case to look like mine. Okay, so what you'll need is pretty simple. You need some painter's tape, scissors, some camo tape. Your preferred camo is, fine. I choose multicam because my whole helmet is multicam. Some spray paint and some netting of any type, of any size that you want. So obviously you're going to start out by taping up your camera case. You're going to start with the lens cover. So what you're going to do is just take that piece of painter's tape and stick it on there really tight. Make sure to really push it into the edges of the lens, and then you're going to take a knife or scissors. I would recommend a sharp knife, and just cut around the edges so you have a perfect circle covering the lens. Now when you've done that, you want to turn the case around and put a more thicker piece on the back side. If you want to, you can actually measure out the size that you need. The function of this tape is to cover up the part where your screen is going to be. I just want to be able to see if I'm recording, what mode I'm on, etc. And since that is on the edges of the display, I want the entire display visible. Now, once you've done that, you're going to take your camera outside, preferably lay it over some cardboard or something to cover up either, the floor on your inside or the grass, because you don't want to poison nature too much. And then you're going to start out with spraying. Now, with what color do you start out? Well, me personally, I wanted a light color as a base tone, and then cover it up with darker patterns on top. So I have a brown darker pattern on top, but obviously I taped it over with camo tape. So I personally, when we did my friend's case, started out again with a light coyote brown and just put a even layer on there just to start everything out. You don't want to be too close to the camera there or to the case, but also not too far away, and you just want to evenly spread out the color on the entire thing. Now then you're gonna literally watch paint dry. While you're doing that, you're gonna cut your net to the size that you want, and then you're gonna take your brown or darker color, depends on again what you want, lay the net on there, and again spray over it. What you should watch out for is minimizing the distance between the net and the actual camera case, because if you don't, then for example if the camera case starts here and the netting is here, then all the space is used by the paint to spread out again, and you won't have such a clean, nice pattern. So try to minimize the distance and just lay it completely on there. And once you've done that, you're pretty much done with the spray painting part. And then you can start taping it up. Depending on what case you have and what camera, this looks different for you. We just did the front side, the flush side, and the top and bottom. And then we obviously put some tape over here because there's this button in the middle, but then on the top and bottom of that button, we actually did put some tape. Now, you might think, hey, I'm done. I can take off the painter's tape. Yes, you should, but you're not done yet. If you look closely at my camera and also at the footage that I'm going to show you, we actually added another protective lens. Reason being, what happened to me last time was the lens got hit directly by a BB, and because there's no distance between the camera lens and the protective lens, when the protective lens got hit, because it's just soft plastic, it bent inward instead of shattering, and that actually cracked the camera lens, which, cracked the lens. So that's not good. So what I did is I got on AliExpress and bought some lens covers from Vector Optics that actually fit the size of this lens perfectly. Yeah, so Vector Optics covers a lot of different sizes for lens covers, so you can probably find one for your camera. And then what you're gonna want to do is not use super glue. That's what we did first. I was stupid because super glue is too, I guess, light of a fluid. It's too watery, you could say. I don't know how to describe it in English that well, but it just ran through the cracks of the lenses and got onto the protective lens. That was bad. We used a hot glue gun and the normal 2mm lens cover, and then just put it on there. I would recommend using some microfiber cloth or some painter's tape again to kind of cover the area where you're going to be with your finger, because otherwise you're going to smear it up a lot, which would just cause unnecessary work. And then you're going to carefully go around the edges with the glue gun and just put some glue everywhere. So what I did is I did a first round where I just put some light glue to just kind of hold it in place. Then afterwards I started filling in gaps and places I missed, just because I don't want any hot glue, spilling over or into the lens or getting onto the lens. So that was something I was looking out for. And then you're pretty much set. Something that you can do as well is, like me, drill a hole in the side for a charging cable. If you're interested in how I did that and what pouch I used and etc., I have a video on that I will link up here. And yeah, that's pretty much it. It's really simple, and it makes, 1, your case look better, 2, protect your lens better, and 3, make you less visible on outdoor fields. So yeah, I hope this video helped you and you actually camo up your case, because running around with a clear or black case is kind of gay. So yeah, until we see each other next time, LARP.